And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe on the way in the door, my people. I hope you all are having a truly, truly fantastic day today. You know, on this channel, we talk about the things, to me, that are greater than the game of basketball. And what I mean by that is we don't talk about the stats. We talk about the traits, to me, that lead to success, you know. And when we talk about Michael Jordan, we talk about the killer instinct. We talk about the killer will. We talk about the work ethic and things like that, because those are really the traits that separate Michael Jordan from everyone else. Those are really the traits that make him the greatest of all time, is those traits. And to me, throughout human history, things don't really change. Throughout human history, it's those same traits that determine how successful one may be, or the potential of one's success, how successful you could be. To me, it starts with the mindset. And again, throughout human history, to me, some things never change. You know, hard work, those who work hard, a lot of times it will translate, and I would say most times it will translate to success. Now, something else to me that is remained the same throughout human history is the fact that other people like to see people succeed who work hard. People respond to that as well. If someone else sees you working harder than everyone else, they will more than likely cheer you on. You know, this is why I feel like the city of Chicago immediately got behind Michael Jordan, because he came into that losing franchise. He came into a franchise that didn't have a great team around him, unlike Isaiah Thomas is willing to admit, you know. But Michael Jordan went out on that court every single night and played his heart out. He played as if they could win, no matter what the personnel, no matter who the opposition was. This is how Michael Jordan played. And this is why, to me, he won the city over so quickly. But again, to me, this is just in life in general. When someone sees you putting in all the work and all the effort, they will more than likely cheer you on. And to me, that doesn't matter what generation that you are in. Even in this generation of entitlement, a lot of times I feel like the younger generation, they can't really relate to what we're saying because they have not witnessed it firsthand. And so a lot of times when people say stuff like, oh, well, man, this is just the time we're living in. This is just a new generation. It's like, no, there's some truth to that, but the truth is also that people still respond to the same things. The problem is with this younger generation, they just haven't been exposed to it. But in 2020, when The Last Dance aired, we saw what would happen when this generation is exposed to the work ethic of Michael Jordan, to the heart and the killer will and killer instinct of Michael Jordan. When they showed The Last Dance, it swayed an entire generation, the younger generation, because as great as they had been told that LeBron James is, and I would say that they had been told LeBron James is, not that they had witnessed what they had been told by the narratives, what they had been told by LeBron James himself. As great as they thought that was, when they watched The Last Dance, they were like, oh, this guy is really different. Like, we didn't know that this exists. And there was no way they could have known. Now, of course, since The Last Dance, Clutch Sports have continued to push the narrative of longevity and this being LeBron's way to GOAT status. And of course, this is a falsehood. But anyway, once the younger generation got exposed to The Last Dance, it was easy for them to see why most people consider Michael Jordan the GOAT, because they were able to see this hard work for themselves. And again, for you LeBron James fanboys, especially the younger ones, this is the disadvantage you have, is that we grew up and we have seen decades of basketball. So we are talking about firsthand. So when we criticize your king, no, we are not haters. No, we are not hating. We are criticizing him off of what we have seen in the game so far. Now, I started off the video this way, saying that the same things throughout time remain constant, and that is hard work. And I say this because now I want to talk about Quincy Olivari, number 41, who made a quick name for himself playing against the Milwaukee Bucks, the last quarter of the Milwaukee Bucks game, where he led the Lakers to a comeback, where he led the Lakers to a 20-0 run, where Quincy Olivari had 11 points on 4 of 6 shooting from the field, 3 of 4 from three-point, and 5 rebounds and 2 assists in 9 minutes. This is what Quincy Olivari did against the Bucks, only to not get any minutes at all the very next game. And I believe I know why he didn't get any minutes, because they needed to hide Quincy Olivari. They didn't need him highlighting how ridiculous the fact is that Bronny James actually has a contract already. They didn't need Quincy Olivari exposing how ridiculous that is once again, because after that game, Quincy Olivari was the talk of the town, and rightfully so. So I talked about these things that transcend time, transcend the generations, because again, to me, certain things transcend the generation. Hard work, once people see it, they will cheer you on. And this is what happened when Quincy Olivari stepped foot on the court, and he was guarding people 94 feet, like he full court, you know. He was playing with that will. He was playing like someone who had something to prove. He was playing like someone who had a passion for the game. He was playing like someone who wanted to earn his spot. And what happened as a result of that? If you looked over at the Lakers bench, the whole bench was going crazy. Everybody was cheering him on. D-Lo, you know, Austin Reeves, the whole, and even the Duck was over there cheering him on. And why is that? Because people cannot help but respond to someone who is out there putting in some serious effort. I would argue, to me, Quincy Olivari led by example. Of course, he's not the leader of the Lakers, but he led by example. He led them to that comeback because he led by example of someone who went out there and played like basketball was a gift, who played like it was a gift to be out there, like it wasn't his right to be out there, like it was a gift. It was an opportunity that he was taking advantage of. And seeing this side by side with Bronny James, how Bronny James, first of all, Quincy's 11 points is more than Bronny has scored the whole preseason. Second of all, just the body language on the court. Like I said, Quincy was full throttle while he was out there. Bronny James, it even highlights even more. And again, I have to say this, a lot of it Bronny got from the deer. the deer, the duck. Bronny James got this, where he's not sprinting back on defense. He's not even sprinting on offense when they have a break so that he can try to get a layup. Like Bronny James' whole approach to the game, especially when you just see him side by side with what Quincy Olivari did, again, just highlights the fact that Bronny James should not have this opportunity. Bronny James should not have this opportunity. Again, I said it before. To me, Bronny James is scared out there. And even more importantly, to me, Bronny just does not look like someone whose basketball is their passion. That he has really spent his whole life longing to be in the NBA. Like Bronny James looks exactly like what it is. Someone whose dad said, "Hey, son, I'm gonna need you to play in the NBA so you can help boost my legacy." That's what Bronny James looks like. No heart, no passion, no killer instinct, no killer will, no energy on the court, and yet Quincy Olivari did not get to play in the last game. And this is completely ridiculous. Fanboys, you are ridiculous, and so is your king. Anyone who thinks this is okay, I really don't know what to say to you. But anyway, we are going to hold up here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think of number 41? Why do you think he did not receive any minutes to play last game? Do you believe, like me, that it is because they did not want him exposing Bronny James, and by exposing Bronny James, he's also exposing Bronny Sr. as well for this ridiculousness? Do you think it's because they didn't want any more, like I said, to have that comparison and to see, oh, this is someone who should actually have an opportunity versus Bronny James, who, just like the deer, has been handed everything as far as opportunity. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. You all have a truly, truly fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. All right.